Princess, we are back at Hollywood Studios. It has been, well, more than a minute since we have been here, maybe even before Scarlet Lady, but we are back, and I'm here just to search for some after-work treats. It's been a long day, so I deserve it, of course, and, well, that's what I'm going to do, because I can. The first thing I want to talk about today is another great example of people who are easily fooled, and I'm specifically talking about this. Disney, come on, it's time to give it up. You're the only ones holding out with this nonsense. The only theme park operator, the only public venue, especially here in Florida, where this has not been a requirement for months now, and quite frankly, every place else is more enjoyable than here. I've not been on an indoor ride or a restaurant, and that's kind of annoying because, well, you know what, it is. Now, here's the thing. We all know why you're doing this. It's not for any health or safety reason. If it were, you would bring back the protocols that actually cost the company money, but since masks don't cost you any, it's easy to do. And again, yeah, some people kind of fall for it, which is unfortunate. Still got a lot of work to do there, but a lot of people are, I don't know, kind of annoyed by this. But a more disturbing question is, why does Disney insist on associating itself with puppy-torturing sociopaths? Or who we now know are also monkey-torturing sociopaths. You know, that just came out recently. It's absolutely tragic. A lot of this research is dubious at best. The problem is all these researchers are awash in government money, and they have to spend it somehow, so let's torture some animals. Now, not really a good look, let me tell you. Our first treat is the Magical Beacon cocktail. It is Empress 1908 Gin, Ball's Blue Curacao, really? Minute Maid Premium Lemonade, Orgeat, yeah, Almond, Lemon, Hibiscus Grenadine, and a Souvenir Glow Cube, which is in there somewhere. There we go. Yeah, you can see it right in the middle. Okay, don't know what I'm going to do with that, but, well, I have it. Remember, Princess, one huge reason I do this is so that, well, you can learn from other people's mistakes, like voting Democrat, but you can also learn from my mistakes. And, you know, I want to tell you about these things because they are important lessons. And something finally happened. I know it's been a long time, but I don't really make that many mistakes. So something happened that I want to tell you about so you can apply this to your life and make things a lot easier. So what happened was, when I set up my place here in Celebration, I plugged the monitor into the phone with HDMI, then I plugged the speakers in through the headphone jack, because I still have a headphone jack, mind you, that's awesome. And I've been doing that for, well, a little over a year now. I get in, I plug in the two cables, when I leave, I unplug the two cables, and that's how it's been going until 3 days ago when I thought to myself, wait a minute, why am I doing this? Doesn't the monitor have an audio out? So I stopped, I didn't plug anything in, turned the monitor around, looked at the back, and I was in this weird place where I want to be right and wrong at the same time because I don't want to feel stupid, but it will be so much easier. And lo and behold, yes, the monitor has a headphone jack. So I take the speakers, I plug them directly into the monitor, and it works perfectly. It works exactly as intended. So for the last year, I have been needlessly plugging the phone into the speakers when I could have just had them plugged into the monitor this whole time. And it would have been so much easier. Yeah, I do feel kind of stupid. The Magical Beacon cocktail is really good. It is super tasty and very, very drinkable. Is it $20 good with tax and tip? No. No, but it is definitely take the recipe on your next cruise with the drink package and see if you can get one of your favorite bartenders to make it. Yes. So something I'll try to remember, but I will probably forget. But I will say, though, if you feel like spending $20 on a cocktail and looking for something good, yeah, this definitely fits the bill. I don't regret it. I'm glad I got it. It is good. You see, what that reminded me to do is always evaluate like everything in your life, and not just like decisions or major things, but even the little things. Like where you put things when you get home, or where you keep things, or how the kitchen is organized, or the arrangement of the furniture in the living room, because we get stuck in patterns that might not be the best or most optimal or even counterproductive, but there's a lot of resistance to change, and sometimes there's just, I guess in my case, not the realization that there is a better way to do it, even though now that I think about it, it is so obvious. I feel so stupid. Oh my gosh. So whatever it is, if you find yourself doing something like repeatedly or over and over again, or a process or just a habit, stop and think. First, stop and think, do you really need to do it? Then, is there a better way? Because, sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't, but when there is a better way, you know what? That better way can be a lot better than what you're doing now. So again, I told you before, question everything, but also, question the things that you do. That can be sometimes just as important. My snack search is not yielding much. I came over to Pretzel Palooza, but same menu. I've already had the jalapeno cheddar pretzel, so I tried something else. KR&R, the Rock Station Eat to the Beat, an unnecessarily long name for a food wagon that only has nachos and a chocolate chip cookie. And finally, for today, there was an ever so slight increase in an otherwise useless measurement regarding the nonsense, which caused the Center for Dumb Cruise Protocols to change the designation of Orange County, where we are, and raise the level on a categorization chart that nobody cares about to something that sounds so scary. Again, like I said before, people who are easily fooled. And yeah, I don't think a lot of people around here really care, because I was at university the other day, nothing's really changed. Even here outside, nothing's really changed. But of course, there's a little bit more to this. Shortly after this statistically irrelevant change, the current White House occupation decided to brand Orange County as a super scary rapid riser, even though that is totally out of line from what is happening literally everywhere else in the state. And again, Princess, people who are easily fooled. This is just another desperate act by a failed occupation to, try and exact some sort of, petty political revenge against Governor DeSantis. I always make that mistake. For his incredible success here in Florida. You see, we keep beating them by ignoring them. They don't like that, and they don't have an answer for it. So all they can do is throw these little temper tantrums and try and scare people away. Not going to work, and it just makes them look stupid. Now, the funny part is they're not smart enough to realize that. And of course, they kind of look stupid all the time, but this is just a rather overt example of that. So anybody who wants to travel here to Florida, visit Central Florida, don't be fooled. Everything is fine. Make your own choice. We respect that. And anybody who does fall for this nonsense, Disney, again, says a lot about you. Not a good look. You see, here in Florida, we've simply chosen to respect people's decisions. That's it. Nobody has ever been prevented from doing whatever they felt was necessary to protect themselves. Never. That just won't happen. But what we've also chosen is to respect people's decisions and, freedom, and not impose some of this nonsense, especially when the benefit is highly questionable, shall we say. So if you want to do all these protocols yourself, knock yourself out. Go for it. But for those of us who do not see any benefit in them because we are happy and healthy and not afraid, well, then, you know what? That should be respected also. And in Florida, with one exception, we do. I should not forget a shout out to the Patriots who complimented me on my shirt today. Dinner at Dockside Diner was an option, but they are closed. And earlier I went by Epic Eats all the way over there between the Christmas tree and ornaments, but all they have that I haven't tried is the 50th anniversary funnel cake with ice cream, which right now, a bit much, but I will have it someday after I can get something more substantial to eat, like a Ronto wrap. I can't get a Ronto wrap because I can't go inside of Docking Bay 7. So maybe if you're gonna, I don't know, require some of this nonsense, leave Ronto Roasters open for us normal people. Well, it's goodbye from Disney's Hollywood Studios. My snack hunt turned out to be not terribly successful. I did have a lovely happy hour treat though. I'm glad I got that, but no food. Everything I've either had or was a bit much, the funnel cake, and I would have loved a Ronto wrap, but yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I am leaving, well, I'm leaving Hollywood Studios, so I did enjoy myself, and I'm glad I was able to share these things with you. So despite my current almost desperate hunger, oh, you know what, we're gonna talk about that real soon, whenever I get around to it. You know what, I'm still, oh boy, very thankful for my problems.